Hello and welcome to episode 38 of my playthrough of Your Turn to Die. So, in the last episode, we had left off with the decision. Do we want to trust Kaiji and just protect him so that we can keep him on our side, or do we want to let his doubt shear forward? I decided I wanted to let the doubt shear forward. I mean, it's more likely to bring us to the truth, so I feel like it's what we have to do, you know? I want to know the truth of that video, too. Miss Sarah, it's looking like it'll be faster if you press the issue. Huh? I'm sure even Kaiji will open his mouth for his dear Miss Sarah. Expose the true colors he kept hidden so long. I'm counting on you. Expose Kaiji by my own hand? Starting to think there's a possibility that a lot of people are working against us. Oh, another one of these. Alright, interesting. You have a lot of muscle. Definitely a police officer. I didn't want to fight you, Sarah, but well. Can't let him mislead me. I'll choose whether I can scroll up or not. I'll choose words I can refute and talk back. Let's discuss the victim video now, Saw. How about? The sacrifice videos. Is there a timer? No. Okay. The sacrifice videos show the first trials. Isn't that right? Mr. Policeman's first trial. Well, everybody knows it. Hard to believe I'd show up in some woman's video. No, I wonder about that. What other ideas you got? Right now I can't think of anything. Then on to the next subject. Ah, dang it. I thought maybe, because I don't know if they were in the first trial. That was our scaredy cat, was our scaredy cat now able to look right at the video? Maybe she averted her eyes in fear. It happens. If she saw it alone, I'm sure she could have made a mistake. She didn't see it alone. Unfortunately, I also watched it with her once, in the monitor room. There's no mistake, Kaiji. So I see. Did you see your friendly policeman nice and clearly? Can't really make a great call from a backside view. It's no good to suspect people over dubious information. No, I can really identify you from behind. Your golden hair, no one can imitate it. Pretty sure all our need is a wig to imitate it, actually. Well, I have more than that, but... In fact, they've even got doll fakes. How can you prove it was the real me? That was a failure. Really? That was wrong? Like Kyutaro said, couldn't it be some sort of fake movie? Strange to suspect it, then turn around and believe this one. There should be no difference between the two after all. There isn't zero difference between them. The camera footage had no sound. I admit it's weak evidence, but you can't talk about them like they're identical. Phew. Makes some sense. Okie dokie, I'll admit that. There's no relation between the woman and me, is there? Seems there's one whenever you do the first trial as a pair. Seems there's one whenever you do the first trial as a pair. Friends, sisters, student, teacher, any sort of connection. About that, the woman in the video was wearing a police uniform. You're a policeman too, Kaiji. Is this just a coincidence, or is it the partner you were talking about a long time ago? I give. Discussion end. I'm really getting into this if you can't tell. Okay. I give up. I can't beat you, Sarah. Please, tell us everything, Kaiji. The video is real. The victim video that now saw. And it was also my first trial. The woman's name was Megami. Megami! We saw them on the list. Sashahara. She was my boss ever since I joined the force. He had brown hair. Kaiju lied to us. I don't know why. I don't know why I felt Like, that doesn't make any sense. People dye their hair all the time, but you know what? Don't question. I'm Kaiji Shinoji. I've been assigned here starting this week. It's good to meet you. Good to meet you too. I'm Megami Sasahara. I suppose this makes me your trainer. Well, pretty impressive for your age, Shinoji. Yes, ma'am. But you might be a bit too serious. Even if you have stamina, you have to think about how to spend it, or it won't last. I feel like I'm being called out here. I accidentally went too high. I heard you were rather elite, Miss Megami. Why would you, serve as a trainer for the likes of me? I wonder indeed. I have high hopes for you. Yes, ma'am. But then came the day of nightmares. I shot a person. A criminal in a certain case. Miss Megami, why am I not being punished? It's because you're a police force and they're kind of exempt from a lot of things. It's really weird. I also learned recently from someone who's training in becoming a detective, a homicide detective, I believe, actually, that technically if you have like a mental illness like my character that I expressed in the last episode, where they forget things, like they have amnesia and they have a mental condition, then that would be considered that, like, they would be able to get away with, like, well, I would say get away with, but it's like under their mental condition they killed someone, then they wouldn't be persecuted as long as they're like as long as they're mentally healthy afterward, which is really surprising to me, at least in most cases. But this isn't that kind of case. This is a different kind of case. This is a police officer, which sometimes get exempt for things they shouldn't be exempt for. It's kind of like the group that they're in, which, like, a lot of people were rioting in the United States about that with the Black Lives Matter movement. Anyways, I digress. I'm getting into a lot here. But all I'm saying is, if you're a police officer and you do a crime, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get convicted. I've killed a person. In self-defense, yes. But the criminal wasn't even holding a weapon. That's just what the law says. You've done nothing wrong. Miss Megami, I heard you made a backroom deal. So what? Get back to your duty. You're police. I don't know how I feel about Megami. I need to, like, see some, like, reasoning behind that. Megami might be, like... So here's, like... Here's, like, Sao, right? I think Megami might be over here. I'm just saying. On my very, like, random scale that doesn't mean anything. That's all I'm saying. You can tell I'm having fun with this. Okay. She's the benefactor who protected me. I'll never forget it. I owed her the worst kind of debt. Left her to die. No, but I killed her. Megami.
Mr. Policeman, get a hold of yourself now.
Sorry for keeping quiet, everyone. Truth is, your friendly policeman's not a policeman anymore. Kaiji? I'm surprised. What a dangerous individual we've had lurking in our midst. If you vote for me, I won't complain. No!
Everyone. Speaking of voting, I think it's about time to decide who you'll vote for, and which four should enter the final vote. Now?
No way. That was way too quick.
Well, you need time to work out the cards and trades this time, you see.
Precisely. Choosing a victim without a satisfactory discussion is not an outcome we desire either. What do we do? I don't want to suspect, but Kitara, Sao, Kaiji, you three are pretty sketchy. Hold up! Don't we need one more person, though? Troubling, huh? If it's down to 3 options, it'll make our choices that much narrower.
We gotta suspect someone again, Wolf? Then maybe it's better to think of who to leave out from the final vote now.
Who to leave out? It's a good idea, Jin. We need to keep the... what do you call them? The key master alive.
Really, Wolf?
If you aren't chosen in the preliminary vote and are dropped out because you could no longer be chosen, there's no need to lie anymore. That might be one of our greatest allies. Of course, if you're the sacrifice, it works against you.
Got it, Wolf. Let's talk about who we want to leave out now. I think Big Sis Sarah should be left out now, because she's the super dependable for reasoning, Wolf.
We should leave out someone with lots of tokens, like Yutaro.
How about we leave out Jin, since he doesn't have any tokens?
We shouldn't be selecting Jin or Kana. Sacrificing a kid's no good at all. Sao should be left out. I mean, didn't he say he was the sacrifice to start?
I have to say, I'd be glad if Sarah was left out.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm working on my voices problem. Right, if we're leaving someone out, I think I'd say Miss Sarah too. It's a lot of choices.
I think Big Sis Sarah should be left out, Meow, because she's super dependable for reasoning, Wolf. And also, I swore to protect Big Sarah's, Meow.
Jin.
I believe in you, Meow. How about we leave out Jin, since he doesn't have any tokens? Just listen. The best person to leave out is someone who is very likely to have the sacrifice. If the sacrifice comes around to you, you can trade it away if you have tokens, right? But Jin has 0 tokens. If Jin had the sacrifice even once, he wouldn't be able to trade it.
And so there's a high chance he's the sacrifice? Huh. Someone who got a lot of tokens is a smart choice, because that's a person who could have done a lot of trades. But why would someone who want... I don't know. They have to have reasoning behind it too. Because at the same time you could say yes, if they don't have very much, then they wouldn't have been able to trade it away. But there was a lot of trading going on, so I think there was a bit more than that. Sao should be left out. I mean, didn't he say he was the sacrifice to start? It's because of Sao's the sacrifice that he was saying so much stuff. No, he always says that. If he spouts suspicious stuff and loses their trust, how he can get us to vote for him? Leave him out. And his heart should come down. But I wonder if just leaving him out will make him say what he's really thinking. For an ally, he's a real pain, huh? Yeah. We should leave someone out with a lot of tokens, like Kitaro. There's been a bunch of card trading this time. It's possible Kitaro traded with all his trade tokens was involved with at least one trade. And giving him his tokens to Sao, that subject could really influence the discussion. We should leave him out to extract info. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about. I don't know if there's something better than that.
I have to say, I'd be glad if we left Sarah out. My reason, because you're the one I want to live most.
Still, Kana, that's very sweet, but I don't know if that's exactly what we need right now.
No matter what.
We shouldn't be selecting Jin or Kana. Sacrificing a kid's no good at all. I ain't trying to look like a good person. Just feel like once we lose our sensibilities, we're gonna turn into demons. It's gonna turn to that, then pick me, Sarah. Right, if we're leaving someone out, I think I'd say Miss Sarah too. Because you're cute. What? What did you think I was gonna say? So... Snapple. When our escape failed, I looked at you and had a thought. She's acting kind of strange. You had a desperate look, as if you had the sacrifice. And on top of that, a last-minute trade right after our escape failed had just a tad suspicious, isn't it? I want to know the truth about you, Miss Sarah. It might actually be smart for me to go free, because then I can explain that I had the sacrifice and someone traded away. But in the same breath, it would be better to get the sacrifice out. assuming it's not Sao, because Sao is a wild card. To put it simply. He thinks Sarah should be left out. If Jin had the sacrifice even once, he wouldn't be able to trade it. And then he's saying we shouldn't be selecting Jin or Kana. That's a conflict. I don't know if they're gonna like the conflict, but it's a conflict. That's all I'm saying.
I'm sorry.
Shoot, that was a mistake. Dang it. Is there anything I have that would make me go like, oh, that's obviously what we need to do? Stun gun, tablet. Found it next to fainted Kitaro in the rubble room. I actually might be able to use that. Because if I read who was talking about Kitaro. Someone with lots of tokens like Kitaro. But if we mention that his tablet was taken by me, I thought it was a good plan myself. Okay, never mind then. Okay. Huh. Sacrificing as a kid is no good at all. Last minute trade. Whoa. Are you okay? I saw like a thing pop up. Okay. Everything looks fine. Alright, I think we're good. Okay. Last minute trade right after our escape failed. Just a tad suspicious, isn't it? Oh. I missed that. He's angry about that. Why? Getting ready for the minigame. Kitaro, is something the matter? There being a trade just before the main game? Is it true? Huh? Yes, it's true. If I remember correctly. Which means, yeah, just maybe, I figured out who's got the sacrifice. What? How could you possibly have known that just from what we just... Kitaro. I know, everybody, listen up. Disclosure. Keymaster. I'm the Keymaster. Huh? Yeah, I'm daring to say it before voting. What's with this all of a sudden? I can tell where you're... What's with this all of a sudden? I can't tell where you're going with this. You would say that, huh, Sarah? Sorry about that. You would say that, huh, Sarah? Huh? I'm sorry for taking the Keymaster from you. What does he mean? The sacrifice card you got sent was mine, Sarah. It's Kitaro who sent me the sacrifice? And you've still got the sacrifice now, ain't that right? What is he talking about? I have the commoner card now. Kitaro's making a false accusation here. Stay calm, what do I need to do? Make use of it or explain? Just explain yourself. I absolutely do not have the sacrifice. So relax everyone, you can just vote for... Huh? Now that I think about it, being thought of as a sacrifice is better for not getting votes. I'm actually not sure if everyone... I'm not actually sure anymore if there's any good reason to deny it. Well, just nobody vote for Miss Sarah. That'll be fine, right? If nobody votes yet, she'll become a candidate. That proves that she's the sacrifice with a double vote. I would like that, but... Do we really need to be not the sacrifice for it to work? I guess. It's about time we proceed with the vote.
Please, right. Can we decide on such an important vote with still so much unclear? We can't just sort it out in such a short time.
What do we do? The victim's gonna be one of the ones we nominate, remember? We really should discuss some more. You sure we don't, you sure don't know when to give up? Time's up. Please select the 4 who will remain for the final vote. Enter your votes, please. That's 8 people. Please choose who to vote for. Well, we're not voting for ourselves. I think we should vote. There's only 8 people left, right? Including us. I think we should vote for... Not Jin. I think we should just go for one of the suspicious ones. It's either... Okay, like, majority of the people are going to vote for the suspicious ones, right? Let me just run through my reasoning real quick. Majority of the people are going to go for the suspicious ones, such as Kyutaro, maybe even Sao. But they'll go for Kyutaro, they'll go for Kaiji, and they'll go for... Who's the other suspicious? I forget. Maybe Sao. That being said... Who do I go for? I'm just gonna go for Sao. I wanna see to it that he's in the final one. Displaying results. One, two, three, four. Oh, so it doesn't matter who I voted for. I wonder if they're always like that, so they don't actually matter who gets voted for. Because they got equal votes, and then everyone got equal votes, and then mine just adds 1. And because everyone had 2, no matter who I vote for, I don't think it would change the result. I think that's how these work. They're just kind of like to represent what would happen if you were in the case. So I don't think these actually change the options. First vote is over, and I wasn't chosen. Relief. I don't know if that's relief. I mean, we still could die. Sacrifice. I can feel my strained nerves loosening. But why these four? Sir, you... Whoa, look at the background. It changed. There's like a city in the background behind the gears. It's just like I said. I'm not the sacrifice. I'm a commoner. 4 will advance to the final vote. Sao Hayori. Kana Kazuchi. Kaiji Shinoji. Now Higakuro.
Why me? This isn't right.
I don't know why I automatically default to Kaiji's voice whenever I'm doing a voice that I don't know which character is. I know this to spare myself. You can't want to have a conversation when you feel like this. Which is why it's my role to inspire them. Like Kaiji did for me in the first main game. Lift your heads up. We've always done what we have had to. No matter how cruel it is, you can't stop.
But...
Kana, we're not your enemies. Even if someone is the sacrifice, we move in the same direction. We talk and we advance the discussion.
Zura.
Right you are. The real battle begins here. Everyone. Guess those who weren't picked should start. Identically. Incidentally, my role's commoner. Got that?
Masagorilla, it's not the time to shrivel up now. It's time. Let's remember the card trades in order worth.
Yeah. Progress. Alright. Let's do this. They're like just completely blacked out. Oh. Cats are still in the background. I'm sorry about that, guys. Now, please grasp your fate with your own hands. May you not all perish. Now we're gonna proceed along digging into the details of those trades.
Big Sis Rico got it, meow.
Gashu quietly sat in the chair again. There were four trades made in total. That ain't that many.
By the way, I've been a commoner the whole way, Wolf. I didn't get traded with even once, meow.
Trading requires 50 tokens, so only so many people could make trades. Good point. Okay. The token rankings that had Kyutaro in first, and I didn't read the second thing. And Jin in last, if I heard right. There you go. Me, you, and now we're near the bottom, right? I don't think we had enough tokens to trade cards. And I can probably Well, I think I technically could.
There are 4 trades made in total.
I wonder if that game before is different depending on how many tokens you get. Maybe. I don't know. What if there might be multiple endings to that?
There are 4 trades made in total. That ain't that many. Honestly, it's all just a mess in my head. Glad we given more time to sort it out.
By the way, I've been your commoner the whole way, Wolf. Didn't get a trade with even once, meow. My heart was pounding, wondering when I'd get past your bad card, meow. But my world didn't change up to the very end, Wolf. Made it through all 5 trades, meow.
Yeah, it's very odd. Being that you would be an easy target for the sacrifice, right? Made it all through all 5. There were 4 trades made in total. That ain't that many. Trading cards required 50 tokens, so only so many people can make those trades. Okay. So I'm guessing it has to do something in here. We've got tablet. Tablet with next to found next to Kitaro in the Rebel Room. Oops, I didn't mean to click the victim video. That's not very helpful. And you have the 4 papers. Not really helpful stuff. Oh, I just realized oh no, I already looked at that. Trading cards required 50 tokens, so only so many people could make trades. There were 4 trades in total. That ain't that many. Wait, I made it through all 5 trades? Oh, because he was asleep for that in the 5th trade. That makes sense, yeah.
Muscle Gorilla, that's wrong, meow.
What?
There were 5 trades, Morph.
5? Wait, huh? But my memory, there were 3 trades. Then I heard there was one just before the main game.
Ah, I get it. You misunderstood, Kitaro. There were 2 trades while you were out.
What? That don't make no sense.
That's our line, meow.
Sorry, but nobody's given me an explanation.
Ah, well, that's on us. Hey, Kitaro, when was it that you passed Sarah the sacrifice card? Actually, did you have the sacrifice card the sacrifice from the start?
Nah, that ain't it. The first card I had was Commoner.
I get it. That tells me most of the trades.
What? I don't have a clue, Wolf. Why is that, meow?
Because your friendly policeman made the first trade.
For real? Who'd you trade? Trade what?
I gave Sarah the Keymaster.
Huh?
Then what did
Sarah start with?
I have no reason to lie, but... At first, I was a commoner.
You traded a Keymaster for commoner, meow?
And I deepened our trust by doing it. Let's do a little sort out. In the first trade, I passed the Keymaster into Sarah's hands. In the second trade, what got traded? Someone's sacrifice and Kitaro's commoner. Yeah. Exactly. Someone's sacrifice swapped with Kitaro's commoner. And in the third trade, Sarah's Keymaster and Kitaro's sacrifice were swapped.
Yep, that's what it'd mean.
Muscle Gorilla, tell us everything you can remember, meow.
We're gonna have you tell us all the details of the third trade. Huh.
Progress.
At the time of the third trade, I was searching the first floor alone, meow. So I want to know the situation, Wolf.
The third trade happened while everyone was sharing the laptop.
These traits, I better keep them sorted in my head too. A new thing, which we will figure out in the next episode. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like if you did. And yeah, I'll see you guys. My hair's very messy. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.